I like to identify myself as a ballerina and now also a mother. Well, when we think about ballet, what do we think about? Pretty tutus? Going up on your tippy toes? Something very graceful, right? But I'm going to share with you a few stories or facts that we don't know much about. I'm going to share the world of ballet with you. Well, first image. Ballet started in a country named Italy. It was during the Italian Renaissance. It was a dance for the royals, for the kings and the queens. They would perform at the courthouse, more like an entertainment for the royals, for the aristocrats. Did you know the word ballet comes from an Italian word, ballare, means to dance? Well, from there, I should say everything we perform in ballet, every movement is a French word. Now you would think, why from Italy it sounds French words? Well, let me show you a few movements first, and then let me tell you why they are all in French. Music? The first movement is a plie. To bend your knees. Relevé, to rise up. Échapper, to escape. And lastly, guru. Well, these are all French words. Why from Italy, it's now French words. There was a queen, an Italian queen, Catherine de' Medici. She married the French king, Henry II, and carried her love for art, and specifically for ballet, to France. There was a very famous king, Louis XIV. Next. Louis XIV, who used to love ballet so much that he established the Royal Academy of Dance, the first ever ballet school. If you happen to be in Paris, you could still visit the school today. His master, his ballet teacher, Pierre Beauchamp, was the one who was the headmaster of the school, and he gave us all the positions that you see in ballet. Music? I'll show you a few movements. These are your arm movements. Well, but you know what? Until now, they were still not wearing these shoes. It was much later, in the 19th century, Marie Taglioni, an Italian dancer who wore point shoes for the first time. Now, ballet started spreading everywhere. I teach the Russian ballet. Now, you must wonder, she's speaking about Italy, and then France, and now she's hopped on to Russia. There was a very famous ballet master, a Frenchman. He is known as the father of classical ballet, Marius Petipa. I'll name a few ballets. Tell me if you have heard of them. The Swan Lake, the Nutcracker, Sleeping Beauty. They are all of the many of the 50 works done by Marius Petipa, whose vision was to spread ballet in Russia. He made ballet so famous in Russia that today it is the heart and the soul of the country. Now, before I get on to my performance, let me tell you a little bit about myself. You know my name. I'm 32 years old. I started ballet when I was 20. I danced as a student. I danced as a professional dancer. I danced even while I was carrying my baby. And today I dance for the first time as a mother. Well, the performance. Today I'll be sharing a very beautiful music given by Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky for the Swan Lake. Please enjoy my performance.